Metal preparation has been a dirty business for many years, but Carpenter Chemicals has brought a completely different kind of pretreatment process to North America. Developed in the 1970s in Italy and now in use by more than 450 companies worldwide, Plaforization is different. Designed from the start to be cost-effective, simple to operate, and green, Plaforization is changing the way metal finishers approach the pretreatment business. Plaforization is a one-stage, no-rinse, dip, or spray process that operates at room temperature. A part is treated for 1 minute, dripped and maybe also blown off and dried, and it is ready to be painted. It's that simple. The part also can be stored for weeks before finishing because it does not flash rust. How can a one-step process provide good performance? Well, a conventional one can't, because each tank can perform only one function, so one stage will not get everything done. But Plaforization is not water-based, and it cleans, phosphates, and seals all in one step. Fluids wash oils and fines off the parts. Acid then etches the metal and creates an inorganic phosphate out of the substrate metal. Iron phosphate on steel, for example, and zinc phosphate on galvanized metal. Finally, a resin is deposited on the part and seals the surface, protecting against flash rust for weeks. That resin also actually absorbs process oils, up to 4 times what is on cold-rolled steel, chemically trapping it and using it as a plasticizer to improve flexibility and top-coat adhesion, so there is no waste oil to skim or dump. Minimizing the environmental impact of a process requires a global approach to the technology's pollution potential and careful examination of the possible impact on all the environmental systems it might affect: water, soil, and air. The goal is to minimize the effect on all of these systems rather than sacrificing one for another, and Plaforization does that. Plaforization is a self-contained system that uses up its fluid, acid, and resin in proportion, and the materials coming in on the parts are continuously removed, fines by filtration and oils by being captured by the resin. So the bath never needs to be dumped and recharged, but just topped off as needed. The process is so stable that laboratory bath analyses only need to be performed every 2 months instead of hourly or daily. No water is used in the process, and no post-rinse is required. So no pollutants go into the water stream, and no water hookups or permits are required. As to solids, Plaforization creates no sludge, so other than the fines that came in on the parts in the first place, nothing goes to landfill. Plaforization is not heated at all, an increasingly important cost savings and environmental benefit. And electricity use is minimal because the single-stage, low-pressure and low-exhaust technology uses fewer and smaller pumps and fans. Spray pressure is only 3 to 5 psi. While Plaforization uses solvents rather than water, the solvents accomplish several process and environmental goals. They are highly efficient at absorbing process oils, and they are extremely low emitting. Because boiling points are very high and vapor pressures are extremely low, and because plants are designed to keep air within the treatment area and to avoid air currents, the vapors do not escape to the atmosphere or into the plant, and the VOC contained in the small amount of liquid that is cured off the parts in the oven is essentially all combusted. Thus, almost no VOCs are emitted to the atmosphere. The solvents are also environmentally sound because of what they don't contain. No hazardous air pollutants, carcinogens, mutagens, halogenated compounds, chlorofluorocarbons, or ozone-depleting substances. The only substance in the solvents that goes to atmosphere is the very small amounts of VOCs, and they biodegrade quickly to carbon dioxide and water only. While CO2 is said to be a major contributor to global warming, the amount emitted by Plaforization solvents is very small. A comparable conventional plant burning natural gas to heat water tanks generates 10 to 20 times more carbon dioxide than Plaforization. Plaforization products come in a range of formulations to meet varying customer needs. Some customers look for air drying, others operate in hot climates, others have high enough production to warrant recovering and reusing the solvents, and others have particular corrosion resistance requirements. Plaforization in combination with top coats provides excellent corrosion resistance, better than iron phosphate on steel, over 2,000 hours with a TGIC polyester top coat on aluminum, and 4,000 hours in combination with Kynar under the new American Architectural Manufacturers Association standard. And Plaforization is very cost-effective because it is simple. It has smaller installations and eliminates many of the costs of conventional systems such as natural gas, water, waste treatment, and much of the electrical and labor cost. Carpenter Chemicals has developed an ROI calculator to demonstrate this, so this environmentally friendly pretreatment also saves money for the user because of the efficiency of the products. Plaforization continues its growth in the North American market with such customers as General Dynamics, Sentry Safe, Allied Mechanical, and Rockwell Automation. The simple process means less maintenance, no sludge issues, no water permits or water treatment issues, and a stable bath with only infrequent bath checks and adjustments. Companies that operate under a green mandate find Plaforization fits their needs, and many jurisdictions provide financial incentives for those who use processes that are gentle on the environment. Modern metal finishers are finding these many benefits to be important, and they appreciate being able to pre-treat in an environmentally sound way while saving money. Plaforization is used for many different products and in many different types of equipment, inline, indexed, and batch, and both dip and spray units. There are commercial Plaforization installations operating in Europe, North America, and elsewhere in the world, providing one-step pretreatment to steel, aluminum, galvanized steel, and other metals. The Plaforization process has been in use for more than 30 years. Why? Because it works. Please contact Carpenter Chemicals for further information and visit our website too. We look forward to working with you.